What's up, guys? What is up? Alright, so I'm driving back. Y'all get to deal with my double chin. Hey. Alright, so I'm driving back to the house. I just got done looking at a window cleaning job. I was gonna, look, depending. This house is about 10,000 square foot. At least that's what it said on that's what it said on Zillow or something. And it's in a really nice area. What's up, everybody? Give this video a thumbs up if you're chiming in today. Hope you're well. Let me tell you the story about declining jobs, having standards, right? You'll see the title of this video is called Declined. All right. Well, a big part of this business is not only understand how to get the jobs you want, but also how to sort through and decline and have the courage of declining the jobs you don't. Okay? This is not the format if you're going to run a massive company that, has a bunch of minions and they all clean shit and, right? This is not the way you would run that. This is only for lean and mean guys, okay? Who are wanting to provide a premium service, maximize their time with their family, minimize bullshit, all right, in their life, liabilities, time suckers, time goblins. They gobble time. If you're trying to minimize those in your life, this is how you will run, all right? What I mean by this place is beautiful, man. I haven't seen like a Christmas display like this in a long time. The lady's got like a 6-foot Santa Claus. It looks like it's a beautiful like Santa Claus in obviously the grandkids area. She's got probably 4 Christmas trees, right? All decked out. It's beautiful. To me as a window cleaner, I'm like, this is called liability central. That's all I see. Is like, I'm gonna have to move this candle holder from 1939 away from this window, right? What's up, guys? Aaron with the Lean and Mean Academy. If you're pressure washing, landscaping, window cleaning, whatever you are, glad you're tuning in. Glad you're here today. Mash that subscribe button if you're brand new. Give us a thumbs up if you like the content, if you like the videos. If you're digging what we're saying here on the channel, give us a thumbs up. What's going on? I'm in Ominous Bishop, my man. What is up, dude? Give you a shout out. So I go into this house immediately when I drive up. I'm like, oh shit. I failed to ask her if they were storm windows. Okay, because I was thinking, man, I'm gonna go over here and make a good $800. A few hours in the morning, pop the water fed pole out, clink, clink, bang, bang, give me the check, get the bag, head to the house. That's not how this one's gonna work. So I come in and I saw it, I saw they had storms. I let her know. What's up, who's your daddy? I see you, brother. If you're here on the line, say what's up. If you're here, say what's up. I love to see who's on these chats, man. See who's tuning in. We're about to 500 people in the private group. I'm really thinking about giving away a free coaching call to someone when we get to 500 people. What up, Ethan? I'm gonna give something away. Give something cool away, some type of coaching, something. Because, we got to 500 people in the private group in a year. And that doesn't sound like a lot of people. What's up, Travis? But you got to understand, like, this private group is very, I wouldn't say it's like exclusive. It's just no riffraff. I don't allow any bullshit in it. And I also don't allow, like, just everyone to post everything. So it's very curated in what's allowed in the group. So you got to get the PDF, dude. Ominous. there's a free PDF download in some of the other videos, like my most popular videos. Click on that, get it, enter your email, and it'll take you through the sequence and it'll send you to the private group. Another reason that it's very cool that we have 500 people in that group is because it is not quite that simple to get into it. And I really believe this is what keeps a lot of the riffraff down in the group. You're welcome. Keeps a lot of riffraff down because the people, look at this. This is throughout life, all right? There's a reason that private clubs are private, all right? Is because it's difficult to get in. And things that are difficult to get into are usually, that process weeds out a certain type of individual. A type of individual who you, if you're trying to get ahead in life, if you're trying to get around better people, better mentalities, people who are actually doing the thing that you're wanting to do, usually the bottom feeder, the guy who's, got a bad attitude, he's not going to go through the process. It's beautiful. It's like a self-filtering group. It filters out all the nonsense, right? And this is why there are paid groups. This is why if there's a group in your area who, you have to pay a certain amount to get in, you need to pay. Because what it does is it automatically places you into a pool of people who are qualified beyond the normal commoner, right? That lady, I think, was following me. She doesn't know where she's going. Yep. So, what I want to tell you about this, as far as this is a big portion of remaining autonomous. Autonomous is not automated. That's not the same word. Autonomous means you do what you want, when you want, with who you want, and don't know you. Hey, we're back. Sorry about that. People trying to call me. There's this number from my hometown that I haven't lived in 10 years that keeps trying to call me every day. I don't have the number in my phone. I don't answer it. It's hilarious. I don't answer those calls. When you gonna release the... What's up, Tim? Oh, Tim on the super chat, bro. I see you. You already know. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you. Man, I don't know. I've been debating on how long I should keep this. I got some people who are like, you need to cut that damn thing off. And then, some girls I know are like, you need to cut it off. And I'm like, I don't know. You're not hot enough to tell me what to do. So, probably not going to cut it off. So, which none of them are. So, it don't matter. That's what you're telling. You got to keep a rein on it now. But, I don't know, buddy. I may keep it. Thanks for the super chat, dog. Mercy Killer, I see you. Thanks, Tim. Thank you, guys. No, it's true, right? Right? Like, hoops are good. Like, look, my entire family are 32nd degree Masons. Think what you want about the organization. I know the truth. My entire family, all the men are like, all of them. Now, we don't have any 33rds in my group, but my brother, my dad, my great uncle, my grandfather on the other side, they're all masters. So, going through that process is not very easy. You got to be vetted. I mean, it's easier than it should be because, the memorization part should be very difficult. But when you got these big ass buildings and you got these bills, these light bills and all these parades you throwing, they taking whoever they want to get. If I get in the organization, I'm going to shut that down and we're going to start taking just some legit individuals who are sharp, who are smart. We can't just have everybody laying around coming in the group. Because if you got everybody coming in the group, you got riffraff. This goes to the same with your customers, right? If you're taking everything that comes through the door, you got riffraff, all right? If you just willing to work for everybody, hunky-dory.
Absolutely, ma'am. Oh, we can absolutely do that for you. Oh, you got a storm window that's 19 from 1900? Oh, yeah. We're experts at that. Absolutely.
Get that shit out of here. No. Nope, nope, no. That's not what we're doing. We be helpful. We're helpful, and we want to help. But we have a set of terms that need to be met. Okay? Now, don't get crazy. Because if you got too many terms, you may just term yourself out of a business, all right? You may be in the wrong model. For a guy who's like, hey, I own a window cleaning business, but I don't clean any windows. No windows are good enough, right? Like that's too far, right? Eventually you're just gonna have to clean something because you're not gonna make any money. So there is a good middle ground, right, that we can find. But with this customer, the lady, obviously the owner of the house, was there. I met with her assistant too, and they had two nice little Latin ladies in the kitchen. I don't know what they were doing, but obviously this person has got some money, right? They got this layout. It's house doesn't look like super crazy. It's not new by any means. It's an old home, but inside it was well done. And I'm just got to decline. Like I tried to get one of these screens out from the outside with the storms, and it was impossible. They have this bar. They got the screens mounted in. If I could get the screens out from the outside from these storms and just hit the outside of the storm glass, we would have been good. I would have priced the job. Mind you, it would have been high, but I would have done it. But since I could not get them out, and the lady told me I could, she told me, oh yeah, you can get them out from the outside. I don't believe nothing anybody says. Don't believe anything, nothing. You go see. You go see for yourself, and you go take a photo while you're at it. I definitely, there was a certain point I was like, well, if I can get these off from the outside, the rest of the house is an add-on that has regular screens. I can get those off easy. And I made sure to point out, you're aware that a lot of these screens are broke. Like the little pull clips, they were all like broke, and little plastic broke off and shit. And let me tell you, all right? What's up, guys? Give this video a thumbs up if you're just tuning in. Yo, Carlos, what's up, guys? Appreciate y'all being here. Yeah, Matt D. Oh yeah, it'll only take you a few hours. And then they reference the company who they have do it, right? Which I know the company, because this company is the only company in town who still does storm windows, and they're also the cheapest company in town. It's a weird conundrum. I think the owner's probably making like, I don't know, $40,000 a year off of this massive operation he's got going on, because I'm running the margins, and I'm like, you charge $250 for a house I would charge $650 for. You got two people attacking this house. You got nice wrapped trucks, all of these vans, all these shirts, all of these, these people who you're training. And I'm like, so for all this headache, even if it is automated, right? Dadgum. For all this headache, I better at least be knocking down $250 a year in my pocket. All right? Because I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm not gonna sit here and entertain all these yahoos and do all this insurance, do all this liability. And here was the thing. She told me this was the straw that broke the camel's back. All right? This is it. She said, this company, she mentioned their name, and they've been around for like 12, 15 years. And because of me, they probably had to go to this little cheap-ass model that they're going to now, which is more like volume model. It's the volume model, but it's residential, so it's a weird model, all right? Because volume and commercial is one thing, and it's very easy to hire college kids to do volume commercial exterior cleaning, window cleaning, right? Interior maybe. But volume residential, shit, in a house that's like 1940s with all of these accoutrements inside, bruh, it's a window cleaner's anxiety attack, all right? She said, Yeah, there was one time where blank company broke a storm window and, had to buy us another one. He said they broke a storm and had to buy you another one. So you mean to tell me all the profit on that day went to appeasing your broke ass storm window and the complaint that you probably have wielded over their heads? Guys, this ain't your family. This ain't your family, okay? You gotta watch out sometimes for your family. But this ain't your daddy, this ain't your mama, this ain't your brother, okay? These are people that you would lay it all on the line for. Your son, your wife, your kids, right? Don't think, you can't think that people are not working the same angles you working on them. It's a negotiation. When you enter into that zone, especially when you're property walking, especially even when you're on the phone and you're talking, right? There is a tonal registration. They're listening to how you speak, and it is not something that they're actually like calculating. No, this is all like back brain, subconscious stuff. It's an inkling, it's a hunch, okay? They don't know why certain feelings come about them. They don't know. They just know that they have it, right? Like a woman. She don't know why she feels like that, but she just does. And sometimes she's right. But here's the thing. You gotta listen intently with what they say. She was definitely setting me up. I didn't see who said that, but that's exactly what she was doing. What's up, guys? Give this video a thumbs up if you're digging the content. If you're just tuning in with us now, we're 17 minutes deep. I have seen that like my lives have started to extend over this time, and usually they're consisted of rants. But I feel like they're valuable because maybe some of you guys can learn from some of the mistakes that I made in the past that I don't make anymore, like this one that I'm talking about right now. Or maybe you can learn from some of the stuff that I've immediately made in the recent times, right? So yeah, declining that job, right? That's not one. She definitely let me know that in the storm, the screens look terrible, Dustin, keep it up, dude. We got to keep this thing 100. We got to keep it 100, man. We can love people, man. We can help people. But this ain't no Andy Griffith show. What are you talking about? Like, look, I'll go to the beach. If the beach was paying like pressure washing was paying, why am I here? No, the reason I'm doing this, the reason you're doing this is because you're getting paid to do it. I can't stand when we're like 4 levels deep. Like, well, it's just out of the goodness of your heart. And just putting layers of nonsense. No, we doing this because we're getting paid, and I'm trying to take my boy to Turks and Caicos. That's literally the only reason I'm here. I'm trying to take my son to Turks and Caicos for a week. That's it. That's it. Tell me that's not the reason that you're in this. If anybody talks about some philanthropic nonsense, no, you are here to selflessly as well, take your family on trips, put your family in a better position than they were yesterday. That's it. Put your family, maybe your church family, right? Maybe you want to help some people, but whoever you regard as family, right? That's what you're trying to do. We ain't here to be giving shit away. Ooh, you say? You already know, Mercy Killer. You already know. That's exactly what she was doing. She was showing her cards, man, but I want to help out a lot of young bucks because you got to listen to them. Ask questions. Keep asking questions. Ask more questions than you feel comfortable asking. When you think they're tired of hearing your questions, keep asking questions, all right? Because if someone's ever offended by you inquiring about the job, That's a red flag in itself. You really don't want this done, do you? I sit here and ask questions all day. All day. If you really want this job done and you want it done correctly, then we're going to ask questions. I'll ask questions till I'm blue in the face, until I feel like quitting. Because the right customer, dude, will just answer. They'll just answer. They ain't got no problem with it. Yep, and this is when we had it done. We have an event coming this weekend. They're very clear. They're not sneaky. You see what I'm saying? And sadly, you know, sometimes I can, or anyone, me or anybody, can sit here and tell you this. And sometimes if you're brand new, you're just going to have to figure it out. But maybe, just maybe, watching some of these videos will help you open your ears a little bit to what these people are saying that they're not saying. That's it. They ain't never going to tell you this stuff. You know, the fact that she was overt and being like, Alpine had to, oh shit, sorry. That one company had to buy us another storm. Yeah, I ain't buying you another storm. That ain't happening. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave you 1 star. Have at it. I got a response for you, because your storms look like shit. So this is how it's gonna be. I don't fear the 1 star, man. I don't fear the 1 star, because I know the pressure coming out of my gun. I know what the problems are before. As you guys have listened to any of my videos, right? Y'all have heard a common thread throughout this whole channel, which is probably why a bunch of people keep coming back, right? There's a common thread. The thread is document everything, do great work, get paid high ticket for it. Don't put up with no bullshit. Take your family to the beach, right? Don't give through guilt. I don't give out of guilt. Don't be doing that. Keep doing it, ominous. Keep doing it, dude. Don't do too much research, though. Too much research. Remember this. Remember this. Research becomes resistance. There's a great book that all of you should get. Stephen Pressfield's The War of Art. The War of Art is a great book. Going Pro's good too. Going Pro's probably more. That's exactly what it is. Paralysis by analysis, Matt D. You keep thinking. Don't think too much. Just take a step. Take a step. Look, I promise, the first step, it don't matter what you do. The first step you take is going to be shitty. It's going to be shitty. It's just the way it is. You don't know enough. You don't know anything. So when you look back 2 years from now, you're going to be like, damn, I was dumb. This is how it always is. This is why old people are usually wise. Why the chief of the tribe is the old man. He's the wise one, right? And this is why this is because it doesn't matter what you do now. I promise you, guys, the things that you're doing right now, with me even at my age, I'm gonna look back in like 10 years, I'm gonna be like, that was stupid. Like, because you figured out a better way. So don't think about being too optimal. Everything is not gonna be optimal. It's never gonna be optimal. It's never gonna be right. You're not gonna like it. The first machine you get, you're not gonna like, you know, unless you got a bunch of money. You know, what up, Jay Torres? West Palm. What is the best? What's the rich area of West Palm? That's just Palm Beach. It ain't West Palm. That's Palm. That's just Palm, man. Go across the bridge. I used to tour out in West Palm. I used to play all over Florida, music. Opened up for a bunch of big names out there, man. That was a cool time. I don't know that I'm into it now, but that was a cool time in my life to be playing with some of those artists out there. Hey, thanks, Dwayne. Keep it up, guys. So yeah, that's what this video is about. Curate who you work for. Listen to what they say. Listen. They will give you the nuggets if you ask enough questions. If you don't ask any questions, you get what you deserve. Just like a shitty website. You get what you deserve. There are a few things that you just need to do. It's part of the sales process, right? Ask a lot of questions. Asking the right questions is something that's always going to lead to a positive outcome, even if you don't do the job. Sometimes when you don't get the job, you don't know that you didn't skirt a bullet. All right? You don't know. You're like, well, damn, I didn't get the job. It's like, you be glad you didn't get hit with that cannonball of trying to replace a storm window because that bitch was broke already. Be glad. But you have no way of knowing that because you weren't the person who got the job, you see? You have no way of knowing that. That storm window, that storm window is laid up against that window right now, and you have no way of knowing it. As soon as you touch it, it was that way when I got here.
Well, we're gonna have to leave a 1-star.
Nope. Oh man, labor the next day turned into a disaster. Yeah, if you got family coming like tomorrow, or if you got a party like tomorrow, that's music to my high ticket ears, son. Because, hey, believe me, in this weather, I'm just gonna go cook a pot of soup. I ain't worried about it. You gonna come off that money. Or we're gonna, I'm gonna go cook some soup. That's what I'm gonna do. I'd rather be hanging out with my boy. I'd rather be, if you can get your prices to that point, you can, like some of the SEO guys I hang out with, they talk about a position of fuck you. That's what it is. It's a POFU. It's a position of fuck you. That's where you gotta get to where you can decline stuff. And if you're not charging enough, you can never decline anything. It's a snowball, you see? So you gotta charge like that now. Otherwise, you're never gonna get to that POFU, see? But I've got enough going on throughout the year that I can pick and choose here getting in December, and I won't dig into the tank too much, the savings tank. And also, like, don't be buying no Nitto grapplers. Like, you don't need Nitto grapplers right now. You don't need a boat right now, okay? Just keep investing, keep putting it back, keep putting it back, live below your means, keep putting it back in, keep putting it back in, keep putting it back in. What are some of the questions that I ask a prospect? It's a great question. I always like to start off, cool, tell me the last time that they've been cleaned. When's the last time you had them cleaned? I'm very interested to see if this is a customer who is aware of what these things cost. That's what I'm asking. But I ask them when's the last time they had them cleaned. That's one of my favorites. If they're like, oh, 6 months ago, you could probably waltz over there. And if they got an event coming this weekend, you could probably double the price of the other guy, even if you don't know it. Just look at it, get some experience, and you'll probably get it just because they're used to paying for stuff like this. So yeah. So that's what I would do. Other than that, what's this dude doing? You trying to pull up on me, bro? Another question I like is, what's most important to you about this? Like getting the windows cleaned. And just let them answer. They're gonna give you some cues, okay? They're gonna give you some cues on what is most important to them about it. And I'll ask a few more questions. Like if they say, well, there's cobwebs, right? She's talking about cobwebs around the house, and we're gonna clean the soffits of the house. There's some cobwebs, and there's some dirt dauber nests, right? I just take those two keywords, right? And I'm building my pitch underneath all of this, all right? And as soon as I come back, laced within the estimate, laced within my language, I'm taking all of the notes that I have, all of the things that I didn't fill them in for her. I'm taking the notes that I have that she's given me, the wording that she's given me, and I will regurgitate it back to her. And this person, when you give that to them, will feel like you've read their mind because they don't remember what they said. But you, yeah, well, no, talking about cobwebs. I'm talking about, I'm a house wash guy, man. I like house washing, concrete cleaning, so that's where I'm coming from here. You know, what's the most important thing to you about getting this concrete clean? Well, we got some algae and it's slippery. Cool. They could have said, well, you know, it just looks real dirty, it looks real dingy, right? Cool. They could have said, well, I feel like it just needs to be done. A feeling, right? They could have said, well, it kind of smells mildewy out here. Olfactory, right? It just looks dingy. It smells nasty. I think, or they'll say, they'll give you some other sense-based language, okay? And then when I pitch to them, one of the pieces of it will be, you know, because it does, you know, we'll freshen the smell up out here. After we remove this algae, it'll smell real fresh out here for you guys. And you're like, this sounds stupid as shit. This sounds stupid. It'll smell fresh. No, but that's what she gave you. People will give you the code. All right? They'll give you the code to sell them. They don't know they're giving you the code, though. They're just talking. All right? It's some of that Jedi shit. A little Jedi shit on the channel today. Good thing is most people ain't gonna watch this deep into the video. Some of this stuff's gonna be in the book, but a lot deeper. Maybe. The book's $20, so I can't say that it's gonna be like, we're gonna go into the depths of mind control. No, that's not gonna happen for $20. But this is stuff that you can use daily. People will give you the code. They will tell you what to watch out for. They will tell you what is most important to them. If you build the pitch around what is most important to them, not your interpretation of what is most important to them, not you filling in the blank of what is most important to them. What they tell you. There is a language, an exact language, and you're gonna feel like this is the dumbest plug and play. This is paint by numbers. A lot of selling is paint by numbers. Okay? They're gonna be like, how does this guy know? Because you were listening. Because you were listening. Like, this guy knows how I feel. And they're gonna feel an immediate connection to you. Be like, this guy is really focused on making this area smell better. No one else, this is not what they're gonna be consciously thinking. This is all subconscious. But this guy is focused on doing something that she actually wants. So you're lacing that into the language of the pitch on the back end. And like I said, she's not gonna remember that that's what she told you. So that's a deeper answer to your question about questions. But hopefully, guys, give this a thumbs up if you're digging the channel. Thumbs up on the video, not a thumbs up in the comments. It helps the channel. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for the super chat, my boy of my caterpillar. I don't know about all this caterpillar shit, man. I need to hit the gym. Quit eating so much pizza. But I can't lie, that probably ain't gonna happen right now because I like pizza. So yeah, guys, keep killing it. I would be interested to hear, you know, I know I said that in a previous video, that I would be interested to hear what stuff you guys want to see in the videos. You know, a lot of that shit, you know, I'm not gonna go like, I have to just be honest with you guys. I'm not gonna go like crazy deep on the channel because the channel is a free channel. And y'all know how I feel about communism and socialism. I don't like socialism. I believe that if you develop a skill, I believe that if you personally, whoever's watching this, if you develop a skill that you're able to be 2 steps ahead, this is what college does to you, except college charges a lot, all right? They charge a lot for a little, unless you're like a surgeon. It's like, come to our brick building. What up, buddy? What up, bro? Thanks, man. I appreciate J Vittorio 1. Thanks, buddy. Come to our brick building. We'll give you a certificate. Most of the time, dude, I got so many friends, they can't do anything with it. And I'm like, hold on. You wasted all this time. Well, I didn't waste it. No, well, we could rationalize that however we want to rationalize, whatever makes you feel good. All right? If it does not directly change the game, if it does not take a service or a product and move it from A to B, all right? That's what the world runs on. The world does not run on ethereal thoughts, okay? And writing of papers that get filed away into a Google Drive that no one ever looks at. Thinking and sharing thoughts together in an auditorium. Get out of here, that shit. No, if we ain't moving product, if we ain't moving services, we are not directly doing anything. Let everybody look. Let other people do all that thinking. That's a problem that they've told you that's the right way to do it. And that's the reason so many people have a thinking problem. Dude, I'm not immune. I'm not immune. I just can see when I'm doing it and can call my own bullshit. That's how I have to be. But a lot of people, they ain't gonna take that red pill, man. They don't want nothing to do with it. They don't want nothing to do with it because it shows you who you are. You're not able to avoid the mirror. The mirror's in front of you now all day when you take that pill. You get to look at yourself. What's up, Journey? What up, Bobby Walker? Bobby on the channel. Oh, I need some video of Bobby cleaning some commercial windows. That's what I want. Got a Boab. He's cranking. What's up, buddy? No, you need the mirror. You need the no bullshit mirror. It's gonna show you, okay? It's gonna show you where you're skirting. The best way to do this is to check your progress in the past 3 months, right? Just look 3 months ago. What have you had planned 3 months ago that's not done? Just a quarter, right? Now you can look at all the nonsense that you've been telling yourself. What's up, Ricos? Reach out, brother. I'll hook you up. I'll hook you up with them. But looking at yourself in the mirror is hard because as I say this to you, as I talk all of these things to you and convey these ideas, I have to look at myself now because I'm very aware. I have to look at myself and I have to say, Aaron, what are you going to do? What are you doing? And every day, dude, I wake up, it's like a constant, as Bobby Walker would say, it's a constant bitch check. That's my little invention, but you know, the bitch word is Bobby's. That's what it is. And it's good, it's healthy. It's like getting spanked, man. That's what it is. You mean to tell me that just throughout the 80s, right, of thousands of years, I ain't talking about beating your kids, all right? I ain't talking, that's not okay. But I'm talking about thousands of years of discipline and its final, final resort, like this is the line of spanking your kids. And talking about beating your kids, that's different. But spanking, tell me just the 80s now. The 80s, it's apparently bad for them. This is why you got them Columbine kids. This is why you got them kids going and shooting up schools. And people say, well, you can't attribute it to just people not spanking your kids. Now, here's what I attribute it to. And this goes for your business too. because you got to almost either yell at yourself, spank yourself. You got to check yourself. That's what it always is, dude. It's coming back to square one. So this is applicable. It's finding a firm ground to stand on with your mind. And this is the reason them kids are going out there. This is the reason the kids don't have purpose. It's because your boy, especially your boy, he's wanting someone to spank him. Dad, please show me where the line is. Show me, please. He's begging. He's begging for somebody. Please, Dad. And people will be like, well, that doesn't make any sense. No, it makes complete sense. This is something that goes thousands of years. You're not going to be able to weed it out from the 80s till now. We got men who can't even have hard conversations with their wives. All right? So I really don't think anybody should be telling you. These people who can't do that are sitting here telling you how to run your business. They can't even have a hard conversation with their wife, but they want to give you advice. Man, come on, bro. Come on. Take this damn seatbelt off. Getting cranked up in here. All right? You got to check yourself, man. I'm going to tell you, dude, there's sometimes... What's up? What's up, Cody? This one's getting heated. But I believe firmly in this. I believe you're doing your kids a disservice if you don't. Now remember, there is a separation between spanking and abuse. There's a very large separation, and the separation is intensity and intent. Intent to hurt is not okay. Intent to correct and to guide is completely different. Intensity as well. You don't be punching. That's not okay. But intent and intensity will know the difference between abuse and spanking. And this goes for yourself too. You don't talk down to yourself. You don't call yourself an idiot. That's not okay. People, man, I'm so forgetful. They say all this shit to themselves and they wonder why they stay in it. They wonder why they stay making the same mistakes, man. You got to talk yourself up. Because you're the only one who's gonna. You and maybe like one other person. Your mom, I don't know, somebody. The person who thinks you can do no wrong. So you got to be the most intent individual. Intent and intensity on yourself. You got to be great. You got to tell yourself you're great. Because look, no one is going to tell you this. Ever. Everyone always lives in this little land of, well, I don't know, I might be okay. Every now and then I get something right. And what if you offend somebody? By God, what if you offend somebody by thinking that you're great? Thinking that you could do something? What does that say about them? Like, the sincere fact that you believe that you could take yourself, that you could take your family to a much better position than it currently is. Some people will be like, well, don't get too over your raising now. No, I'm here to tell you, get over your raising. Get over it. Because if you're like most of the people in my hometown where I grew up, you need to get over your raising. That's something you need to do. And you need to, if it takes you believing in yourself so boldly that they're offended, they deserve to be offended. They deserve it. Separate from them. Become the guy they say, yeah, here's the guy who's going places, who thinks he's great. You're damn right I am. You're absolutely right. And here's the beauty. I believe you can too. I don't believe in scarcity, man. I don't believe in that junk. People sell you this idea of scarcity. There's trillions of dollars, dude. 300 million, 400 million could leave the planet tomorrow. No one would ever notice. People act like there's a depression. There's never been a depression. What do you mean? So you mean to tell me that money just disappears? That ain't how it works. Money don't disappear. It just changes hands. somebody got rich in that depression, right? Maybe the people you connected to, it's a depression. Somebody, it was an inflation or a leg up, okay? Somebody got rich. Well, I don't know them. Well, that's your problem. You ain't in the clubs. You ain't willing to come off the money to pay to be in the club, right? You ain't willing to get connected to the judge. You ain't willing to get connected to them boys in the power circles. Well, that's just like, yeah, no, that's how the world has always worked. That's how it's always been. Get connected. Get in. Take your money. Put it where your mouth is. Pay to get in. Make some friends. That's the formula. Figure out how to sell. Figure out how to market. Figure out how to persuade. Understand what humans want at their core level. You'll take your family from here to here. And then there's a new skill set. There's a new skill set when you get there. You got to learn a new skill set. It's not easy. It's never easy. I think writing this book, I thought I could like write, you know the thoughts that come on you when you write a book. Who are you to write a book? Oh yeah, I think that, right? Who are you to write a book? Well, you know what you got to say? I'm Aaron. I'm me. You're you. Who are you to write a book? You yourself. Write a damn book. Who is anybody to write a book? Everyone ordains themselves. No one is going to come along and say, you know what, you're an expert pressure washer now. Nope, that's not how it works. You just have to ordain yourself. Whatever you want to be, you have to say you're that guy and you have to go do it. That's what it is. If you name the game, you own the game. These are things that don't really feel good for a lot of people to understand and admit. It's just how it works. Because it doesn't seem like it should be that easy because you've been taught that you have to go through a certification process. I got to get this step, and then I got to go through 12 grades of bullshit where they teach me Common Core and calculus that I'll never use. And then I got to go through here and get this certification. And then I got to go through here and get this other next level certification where they can pay me $50,000 a year after I spent all this fucking time in all this school. No, I promise. Here's what you do. Figure out how to sell. Go take some rocket fuel and sell it. but I know the circumference of the sun. That's it, right? Doing the hard thing. A lot of people talk about doing the hard thing. The hard thing, if you're doing it correctly, is the next thing looking at you and your business. The hard thing is spanking your kids. That's hard, man. It is not fun. It's much easier just to say, now let's talk about this. Let's talk about it. There's one thing that's true. A boy who's 16 years old, he knows one thing deep down in his mind. And this is what's sad about the fatherless neighborhoods. And you know, guys, because I have a little boy and I've seen, I'm a single dad. So I'm very passionate about the fatherlessness and what it does to our society. He's not fatherless, but it's still a separation. And so I resonate with it. A boy who is 16 knows deep down in his mind that he can take his mom. He knows. He knows that if he was crazy, he could beat his mom up. He knows that. He's strong. He's strong at that age. All right? A boy who was 16 who was standing next to his dad, the king lion, all right? That don't ever cross his mind. 16 years old ain't happening. You ain't taking a 32-year-old man. He got dad strength, all right? And so this is not something that he's consciously thinking. Like a lot of your prospects that we talk about and some of the cues that you're giving them and some of the subconscious shit that they're just rattling off to you, they don't know. Boys don't know either. They just have a feeling. It's an inkling. He ain't thinking, well, can't beat that up. He probably wouldn't do that to his mom, right? But he knows he can skirt her. He knows there is a little less respect. Now I'm gonna have guys on here be like, well, my mom would have whooped my... Yeah, keep that, save that. It's an internal thing. Your mom ain't gonna do that to you. And that's the problem with, you know, some of these fatherless societies. That's the problem with our boys and what we're raising them. We're raising them to be people who can't even have a hard conversation. People who get just completely emotional and start throwing stuff and hitting stuff. That ain't okay either. That's not okay. You got to learn to control yourself. It's okay to cry, but you better go cry in the barn over there. We ain't gonna sit here and, hey, you can cry in front of me and you can cry in the barn. We can go cry together, but we ain't gonna sit here and cry to our wife. That ain't what we're doing, and that ain't all right. We're the leader of this ship, and it's up to you today to go close sales. It's up to you today to challenge yourself. It ain't nobody's issue, all right? The reason you take the trash out ain't because it's your job. It's because it needs to be hauled out, all right? It ain't about whose job. Get that junk out of there. That's that kid shit. The reason you might clean the dishes is because they need to be cleaned, not because it's your job. All right? They need to be done. This is a higher level individual. This is a higher level masculine. All right? He takes the bull by the horns. And you know who the bull is? The bull is yourself. That's who the bull is. Every day. It is not the external. It is not the prospect. The bull is you. All right? Woo! Y'all got a good leg on me. So that's what I'm gonna keep these. That's what I'm gonna keep these live videos about. They're gonna be basically just me talking to you guys direct on whatever I'm thinking of in the moment. If you like these videos, give a thumbs up. Take full responsibility for your wins and your failures today. All right? Take full responsibility. It's not fun. It's not fun to do the hard thing. And the hard thing needs to be clarified. If we're going to talk about the hard thing, we need to talk about it because it's going to be a little uncomfortable when we talk about it. The things that make you uncomfortable and that make you uneasy are the things that make you grow. That's it. There is no other way to do it, man. There's no other way. Walking uphill gives a better workout than walking downhill, walking flat ground, right? What's up, brother? Dr. Phil, I'm coming for him, especially with this guy. He doesn't know. I'm coming for him, right? It's very important because when I say these things to you guys, I need you to understand. I have to look at myself every day. I have to go to bed with myself. All right? I have to do that. You got to sleep with yourself every day. And you know, as do I, when I say this stuff, I'm basically talking to Aaron. Aaron, you know you little bit. You better not bitch out on this. And then you straighten yourself up and you go in and make a sale. That's what you do. I didn't say there was a problem. I didn't say I completely disagree with having a harem if you can afford it. I am very Old Testament in that way. But that would not work in modern U.S. culture with channels and TV shows like The View and all the bitch assness that's going on. Forever self-employed. Represent. You know, I love that, you know, guys who you know, like, I love all the church folks. When you start talking Old Testament, boy, well, that's Old Testament now. It's like, well, hold on now. You don't like that. You don't like the way it sounds. So you just, well, you know, that's Old Testament. Hold the fuck on. No. You either get to use the whole damn thing or you're going to throw the whole thing out. You don't get to pick what you like. You don't get to pick which pages make you feel okay. That ain't how it works. If you don't like a piece of it, then throw the whole damn book out. Well, that just wouldn't be a... No. That's the propaganda. The propaganda that makes you feel all right for skipping out on them nuggets. It don't feel good. Getting spanked don't feel good, but you need it. You need it, baby. Look, I'm going to tell you, every man I ever known who was spanked as a kid to come help you move a couch on a Saturday. Dang right, dude. I didn't say he was beat. I said he was spanked. Every guy I know who was like that. Spank his mustache, man. You already know, brother. It's very important. It's very, very, very important to look at yourself in the mirror every day, to see how you're doing. Don't just look at the external numbers. You know, and look, some guys have a great situation in their relationship, and he already know. He coming up here to visit, so he's priming the pump. He's coming up to Nashville to visit me here next week, so he's priming the pump on here. That's what he's doing. Shout out Forever Self-Employed. I'm gonna start doing some damn pressure wash recaps, boy. I'm gonna start doing some recaps. I gotta get me a GoPro though. I gotta get me a new GoPro, cause I can't be running with this camera I got. This thing's too sensitive. I'm gonna be able to throw that thing around. I'll stick a tripod right here. Click. Film this area here. Film this while I work. That's the thing. In the wintertime, it's hard for me to film, because usually in the wintertime it's either just me, or when it gets real cold, it's definitely just me. All right. That's what we got. That's that big mustache energy. That's so I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad you guys love the channel. Look, a lot of people are not gonna resonate with this, and the truth is, a lot of people don't have the courage to say some of the shit that I'm saying, and I don't care, right? I don't know, man. Like, if I'm not really into that cuckold thing, but I mean, I could name it for her. I'm not really into that. I mean, it's just a little too, it's just too involved for me. It's just too involved. It's too much going on at one time. But a lot of people are not going to talk about this stuff. Look, it may keep the channel tight and small, baby. Just how I like it. But that's fine. All right? That's fine. Some of you guys really resonate with this kind of thing, and I think that somebody's got to say it. They know I ain't gonna be the one to sit out and not be outspoken, boy. You can't be this way in the music industry. For all you boys who are going in the music industry, you can't be this way, man. You can't say what you actually think, unless you just completely left all the way. I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle on a lot of things. I think a lot of things need to be legal. A lot of things that are outlawed need to be legal. But I also don't believe in no bullshit. All right? Personal responsibility is the pinnacle. It's the pinnacle of everything. Personal responsibility. So, keep after it, guys. Keep killing it. Look, we're at another hour-long live, man. If I was making any money on YouTube, shit, I just do these every day. I just do these every day. But YouTube ain't paying like pressure washing right now. So So keep after it. And this used to be a racetrack. It's gonna get bulldozed. It's right up the street from my house. Pretty cool. Come down here and park. Fly some drones in the parking lot with my boy. My boy. Hope you guys are great. Keep killing it. Thanks for tuning in to another rant live, baby. Look. How many people on this channel like to shoot guns? Answer it in the comments.